along to your totally nude island. You took my hand, led me astray that day. I'm totally nude island.
Once you hear the mesmerizing calls of the rarest of exotic birds, you become totally consumed by passion. Totally consumed by passion. Put on a strategically placed shell, raise a little hell. Frolic in the surf, sand and turf, on totally nude island.
Darling, show me love, tell me lies. You do something to me, make it all through the night. Touch me once, kiss me twice. You do something to me on this isle of desire.
Kissed by eternal sun, kissed by eternal sun. A few miles north of the Tropic of Desire. Totally new island. Totally new island. Totally new island. Totally new island.
Let me along to your totally nude island. Let me astray to your totally nude island.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the alphaist zebra of them all? It is I, the one, the only Jonathan from Modern Life Dating, and I've got to tell you something. That Body Language Mastery Quarter 3 enrollment is starting September 27th. That is right. Little Wayne's birthday. We are launching the Quarter 3 enrollment of Body Language Mastery. Go to modernlifedating.com/body language. Scroll down. Click on this lovely link right here that says take action right now. Because if you're not taking action, you're just taking a shit on your life. Click on this little box right here. Put in the best email address. Click this little subscribe button. And you are good to go. You are set like Tibet. What do you get? Take a look at these 3 bullet points that will change your entire life. A head-to-toe breakdown of female body language that shows you if she is sexually interested in you. More importantly, or not. Okay? Or not. For all you guys that are infinitesimally chasing women that are not interested in you. This is going to give you concrete feedback from the human biological system that is irrefutable. That is $1,000 value. If that is not convincing enough, 3 weeks of twice daily webinar Q&A sessions for quarter 3 and quarter 4. That's 160 hours total of coaching. Okay? My hourly rate is $70 an hour. Join us for 3 weeks where you get to talk to top tier men. Rollo Tomassi, the author of The Rational Male. Richard Cooper, the creator of Entrepreneurs in Cars, one of the largest YouTube channels in the red pill sphere. Ryan Stone from 4R Consulting. Carl from Black Label Logic. Donovan Sharp, the #1 red pill radio show host. Bigger than Red Man Group, which is a joke at this point. Bigger than Rule Zero. Donovan Sharp is pushing far north of 1,500 live viewers. Ed Lattimore, former pro boxer, writer, digital entrepreneur, and we got so many more. We got Myron Gaines coming in there, our fitness expert. We got Joe from Proud Masculine, our TRT expert, fitness expert. Joe is 43, and he looks, if you're listening to me right now, he probably looks better than you. How do I know? Because Joe looks that fucking damn good. Okay? We have our tax and wealth asset management expert coming through as well. And if that is not enough, You get access to a men's-only Facebook group that allows you to connect with top-level men in the community in order to expand your network of power, knowledge, and authority, as well as seductive ability. You get all of this for $4.97. Why is it $4.97? Because in quarter 4, it's going to be $5.97. Quarter 1, I told you, was $2.97. Get in. I had 120 plus signups. Quarter 2, again, 120 plus signups again. Quarter 3, things are looking pretty big. Wouldn't shock me if we did 500. Quarter 4, last call for excellence, boys. Because come 2020, you guys know, everything, all rates are going up. And this program, this body language mastery program, that includes the webinars and the Facebook group, this thing is canceled. Okay? I can't sit here and beg and plead with you guys. At the end of the day, if you're not taking action, quite frankly, I don't want to deal with you. And quite frankly, if you're on the fence right now, I advise you do not join. Okay? Because I just want to deal with the guys that are committed to winning and committed to making a choice to turn their fucking lives around. You want to sit there and cry about mediocrity, I feel sorry for myself. Listen, body language mastery is not for you. But if you're in a guy, maybe you're in a dark place, maybe you're on the fence and you're thinking, shit, maybe I should just fucking give this thing a chance. You're the kind of guy that I want in there. You need to come to me with an open heart and an open mind, ready and willing. And I'll change your life. Just give me this one chance. And more importantly, in 8 days, boys, let me show you something. The Alpha Zebra passport is ready to go. Why? August 31st. Hot Dude Con, Orlando, Florida. The price is absolutely free. Goddamn, did I not know how important and how big this is going to be. I have a consultation with another man who shares the name of excellence with me, which is Jonathan. And he is driving all the way down from Savannah, Georgia. 4 hours to attend Hot Dude Con. Okay? Guys, Hot Dude Con is 100% free. And August 31st, you get to meet yours truly and some of the alphaist zebras from all over the world. Guys, I am telling you, it's going to be an amazing time. If you don't come, you don't come. It's okay. But at the end of the day, I am on the side of those men who take action and make a change in their life and take a step forward towards excellence. Speaking of excellence, let's see who is in the chat today. Let's see what's going on. Charles, what's up, my brother? Charles says, gang. Peter says, greetings, gentlemen. Hail Modern Life Dating Master F-22 Raptor. That is right. I sexually identify as an F-22 Raptor, consistently in stealth mode. Your radar cannot detect me, and I am just bleeding excellence. Eric Von Weedle says, good morning, everyone. James says, let's go, boys. John, thanks for staying up until 4 a.m. to do my consult. I already wrote down 2 goals. Thank you very much, James. It was good chatting with you all the way from Michigan. Let's get you on the right path. I'm very happy to have had our conversation, and I had a nice little sleep after our conversation because, yes, I did stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning. D-Money, welcome back, says getting that daily dose of MLD. Ivor, all the way from quarter 1. What an OG popping in here. Guys, let's take a quick break to fire up the phone lines. Let's hear the nice British lady's voice. British lady, hit it. Here we go.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important...
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bada bing, bada boom,
Blog Talk Radio.
bada bam. Welcome to Free Consultation Friday. Guys, the phone number is on the screen right there. 657-383-1318. You call in right now with all your questions, and I answer you 100% for free. 657-383-1318. Type your questions in the chat, but more importantly, don't be a pussy. Be a man, call in, and let's talk about what you got going on right now. 657-383-1318. Free Consultation Friday. That is what we got dedicated today. Let's go back to the chat. I versus James. Great. You got a consultation. What are your goals? Christopher Wilson. What's up, my dude? Emma Garcia. What up? Atham says, I like exploring tight, dark, wet places. Ooh, lovely. Mr. Jackson. What's up? Hot dude reporting for duty. What's up? Irish Baton. You are killing the game as usual. Angelo says, feeling some easy claps this morning. Also, if you're not signing up for Body Language Mastery Q3, do the Hot Dude Army a favor and all caps, get the fuck out of here. James says, I want to make $10,000 a month after taxes with my sales job so I can have my own apartment, continue learning game, and go all in on my photography business. Beautiful. Am Garcia says, I feel great. This week added 3,333 sub, 10K BTC USD fuel to the rocket ship. If it dips again, I'll be there. Beautiful. Mohammed, what up, dude? When is Angry MLD back? I'm not sure, Mr. Garcia. Jonathan Siskell, welcome, brother. CJ Mutter, what's up? Great to hear. You have goals. Yes. Skeet then Yeet, what up? Cameron Sanchez, what up? Good. Cameron is another superstar up and coming in this world, man. This boy's got a lot of fucking things going on with his whole this kid is carrying quite the cross and quite the burden. And I'm very proud of you, Cameron. Christian Venno, what's up? Muhammad says, best course ever, worth every fucking penny. It's underpriced considering the value for money. Thank you, Muhammad. Evac Con 2019 Florida. Patrick Knotts, what's up? Popovsky, good morning, John. Yo, CJ, what's up? All the way from Nigeria, my man. What's going on? Following your advice and already feel better from the Frenchman. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Irish Baby says, despite lifting for over a decade and practicing boxing, your video regarding fitness and weight loss inspired me to join an MMA gym again. Loving the Muay Thai sessions with a passion. Much appreciated. Oh, shit. Look who decided to grace us with all his testosterone. Michael Zarati. The Zarati hottie is back. The man who alpha widowed me and left. And goddamn, the phone lines are already lit up. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? 671? 671, you're on the air, baby.
Hey,
What's
John,
going
how's
on?
it going? Yeah, I just wanted to know if you had any tips on gaming Japanese girls on vacation.
And I mean, what do you mean? They're on vacation?
Yeah, I live over here in Guam. This is Jude Santos.
Mm-hmm. What up, dude? Good to see you again.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you had any tips.
Okay, so here's the deal. Any girl on vacation, she is most likely trying, part of her has had the thought of having a sexual experience on the vacation. So you have to know that time kills all deals, and you need to realize you need to make this like a memorable occasion for the girl, whether she's Japanese, Korean, Chinese, French, whatever, right? Okay? And the thing is, you need to move with urgency. You need to lock down the number, the contact info. Do you have Line, Line, the chat application?
No.
Okay, so that's the primary, that's like the WhatsApp of Japan. So you need to download Line and make a user ID. If you're going for Korean girls, you need to download Kakao Talk, which is Kakao Talk, Talk. And if you're going for Chinese girls, you need to download WeChat, okay? Line for Japanese girls, Kakao Talk for Korean girls, and WeChat for Chinese girls, okay? And depending on the girl you make, you contact and you lock down their contact information as soon as possible, right? Ideally, you want to approach the ones that are alone. The ones that are like, girls who vacation on alone, they're trying to get dick down. Let's be honest here, okay? Girls who travel in pairs, a little bit of a pain in the ass, a little bit hard. You need to lock down the info and then try to get her on a date. And if if she's on vacation and she's willing to commit time to you, at that point, it's pretty much just up to you not to drop the ball. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, you need to lock down the date. And again, very similar to my model, the most efficient way to get sex. If you watch the flow chart, you need to be setting a date within 10 to 15 minutes of your your place where you're trying to sleep with her. And then, you have the dates, you have a good time, and then you invite her back to your place, and you make it happen from there.
Okay, thank you very much.
You are very welcome, sir. Thank you for calling. Let me ask you a quick question. So you're out in Guam, yeah?
Yes.
So, who do people support in the NFL out there?
The local population, they don't really watch football, but the military, they're big on that. And honestly, I wouldn't know because I'm not really an NFL fan.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know. The Hawaiians, I lived in Hawaii for a year, very near Guam. And they support the Tennessee Titans because of Mariota. So I just had a question as an NFL fan. I wanted to ask you that. Okay, thanks so much, dude.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one. All right, let's go to our next caller on the air. No time to spare. 248. 248, you're on the air, baby. What's going on?
Hey, John, I just wanted to thank you for all your work for Rule Zero and all that fun stuff. I'm just getting into some of your stuff coming from Ryan and Richard. So one of the things I wanted to run past you is I want to make sure I'm on the right track as far as what I'm doing here.
Okay.
I'm getting my life together. I'm 20 years old, working into, getting, I guess, the rock star 20s. I've already got my college stuff figured out. I'm going to be an aircraft mechanic.
Good.
Got a gig lined up here. Been working out recently.
Good. How tall are you?
So I'm working more towards that. I've been 6 foot. Actually 6'1".
How much do you weigh?
Keep forgetting about that. I'm at 172. I'm trying to work down to 165.
But you're lean, bro. You're good.
Coming from 230.
You're super lean. You got six pack,
yeah,
don't
coming
you?
from 230 4 years ago.
Oh.
Almost working towards that.
Good stuff,
so I'm
dude.
a big cyclist. So I try to keep the energy high. I do skating as well. And so one of the things that's kind of been on the back burner right now is I'm trying to shift my focus back towards making myself a mental port of origin, which you guys were talking on the show recently, and how to just make sure that whatever I'm doing, I figure out what affects me first.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as girls are concerned, I've been talking to one girl, I guess, kind of dating a situation like that, fucking her a little bit. But I feel like I still should be spinning more plates and not focusing my time on that one girl.
Right. Tell me more about this one girl. So are you sleeping with her?
Every once in a while. She's a couple years older than me. She's fairly busy. She's trying to get her life together too. So she's trying to get to where she wants to be at. She wants to move out from where she's at and get somewhere else.
You're 20. How old is she?
The schedules aren't necessarily lined up. She's 25.
Okay, here's the deal. If a girl likes you, she'll make time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Period. Okay? I've had girls literally fly across the world, pay $3,000 plus to come have sex with me. Okay, so if she likes you, she'll make time. So that's first. Why don't you have other girls on deck?
kind of just been focuses elsewhere, focusing more on getting my power plant license, which is part of being an aircraft mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So the focus hasn't necessarily been there. I've been, working on the Tinder game, kind of the approaches, which I guess is the next thing. I guess I'm to the point where I'm unsure of what to say. So it's just kind of like experimenting, getting out there and just trying different things as to what to start off with.
Well, the thing is this: the backbone of online dating is having proper photos. Do you have professionally taken photos?
No.
What kind of photos are you using?
Just ones from stuff that I've done. Nicer ones that I've taken. I mean, not crappy ones. I'm not going to just throw the grainy picture out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
I believe I've got.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, you go ahead. That's fine.
Well, I mean, it's good that you've got at least you've got an income. You've got a sexual income, right? You've got a girl that's sleeping you. When you're talking about the frequency of sex, how often are you having sex with this girl?
It hasn't been very often recently because she's been busy. So I've been, going back to what I've been usually doing since it's been really hot over here in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really been wearing such as nice clothes. I prefer the long pants with nice shirt to it.
Mm-hmm.
So all my short stuff doesn't really tend to mix.
Mm-hmm.
Been working on that, but I switched back to that, and I noticed that she paid a little more attention to me. One of the things that we do together was we go skating,
mm-hmm.
and she paid a little more attention to me then. I'm pretty sure that's just like the peacocking.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm trying to keep that as more of like a actual style that I dress nicer and continue that.
Okay. So why aren't you sourcing other women? Have you watched my video, The Most Efficient Way to Get Sex?
No, but I will actually add that to the list now.
Write it
down. A lot of stuff that I've been needing to watch.
It's a very efficient video. The most efficient way to get sex. I provide a flow chart for you, and what it is a flow chart that shows you how to succinctly and efficiently go about sleeping with multiple women. And it is broken down into two main parts, which is ABS and ABC. Always be sourcing and always be closing. Sourcing means you're always stacking the pipeline for potential sexual leads. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, so I mean, if I guess if I'm doing it right, just making sure that I'm still trying to get matches on whatever online dating stuff that I'm using and trying to do that.
Always.
And I've been trying to balance that without having her about finding out or something like that. So.
Well, if she's not making you a priority, don't worry about her prioritizing her feelings or any of that thing, If she wants you to treat you like you're some second-rate dude, then you just be like, all right, bitch, you're not going to prioritize me, and then I'm not going to prioritize you.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Right. So.
All right, so I guess it sounds like I'm still going in the right direction then.
Right, you are going in the right direction. I would say, and a big congratulations from going to 230 pounds to 170. That is extremely difficult to do, and not everybody can do that. So I've got to say, man, an extreme congratulations to you. That is really, really good. How many women have you slept with, out of it, so I can get a good gauge of your skills here?
Gosh, I kind of stopped counting, but I want to say around 10.
Okay, so it's good to keep track because I correlate the amount of women you've slept with your skill level, okay? Your skill level is like relation to like a video game character. So like, if you sleep with 10 girls, you're a level 10. If you sleep, I say 25 is a safe zone. 50 is like you'll never get divorce raped. You'll pretty much never get cucked. You'll have a very good understanding of female nature through all the experience that you must go through. But keep in mind, you're 20, you're young and stuff, so this is really good. Where are you located in the world, by the way?
Michigan.
Okay, So I just
back
had
in
a
the
consultation
States.
with a guy yesterday in Michigan, James over here, and so yeah, what I would say is do not make a do not make a habit out of not sourcing. You always got to keep the pipeline stacked, because the thing is, eventually all of the girls burn out. All of the plates eventually, you're spinning plates, but they all eventually either fall off or demand commitment, and then so it's like, you have to get this. It's like riding a bicycle. You always need to be pedaling. You know what I mean? Initially, the pedals are hard, but as you continue moving, the momentum will keep you going. But it's when you stop the momentum.
As being a cyclist, I know that all too well.
Oh yeah, exactly. So then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Are you gonna be on the waiting list for Body Language Mastery? Do you have the money to get in, or because I think that would be very beneficial to you?
I've been thinking about it, but I've also been trying to keep my funds more together as to get some of the things that I've been trying to get to for a while.
Okay.
Like there's some stuff that I've wanted to do that requires some of the money, so I've been trying to keep that under wraps for right now. But otherwise, I would love to if I had it.
Yeah, well, hey, get on the waiting list. Read the emails.
Keep it open. I'll look into it. So.
Yeah. Get on the email list. Read the emails that I'm gonna send, and then I think you'll be good to go either way. But keep on listening in, keep on tuning in, and you'll be okay, man. Thanks for calling, and I appreciate you, my bro.
And then, John, one more thing. The email list, is that located somewhere where I can pull that up?
What is that?
Or is that going to be posted in chat here soon? Is that going to be posted in chat here soon, or is that going to be something I should look up?
Which one?
The email list.
Oh, yeah. Just go to modernlifedating.com/body language, and then click on the link, and I'll put it in the chat for you right now, okay? And there's also a link in the description box. You're very welcome, sir. You're very welcome. Thanks for calling in. Keep on. You're going down the right path. If you could lose all that weight, you can figure out this girl thing easily. It's not a hard thing, okay?
All right. Thanks, bud.
Take care, buddy. Peace out. All the way from Michigan. Big Googs, you beat me to it, baby. I was going to fucking time the dude out. Ayo, why do you come in here and start, talking shit about people, bro? Okay. I got a deep... Did you watch yesterday's episode about George Bruno spazzing out? Okay. A-O says, Yo, John, how come you hold up Donovan as such a red pill guy when he's a giant simp to the point that he tracks his girlfriend's phone? Dude, okay, first of all, he's not a simp. Second of all, when you do that, your woman is submitting to you on the ultimate level. When you tell her, put a tracking device on your phone and I'm going to track you. And she looks you in the eye and she says, yes, daddy, I'm going to do that. You know what that tells me? Ayo, you've been in here crying before, bro. That just tells me that your pimp hand ain't strong, and you kind of sound like a George Bruno. You're crying a little bit. Now, I love you, dog, but you're saying shit like, yeah, he's so invested in his girlfriend. It's sickening. You don't know about their relationship, what's going on behind the scenes. You really don't know, because I know what's going on behind the scenes. I know. I text Donovan on a daily basis. I know what's going on behind the scenes, and your clearest indicator that you don't have the pimp game is that you're the one who's simping out right now, my bro. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but somebody's got to give it to you straight, my dude. And you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I can tell you for sure that Donovan Sharp is the ultimate of the ultimate pimps, okay? This guy is gorilla fucking pimp mode. So, much love to you, my dude. I know you're saying this stuff right now, but, you just need to chill out, bro. Your heart is filled with anger, right? And you just need to chill and trust us, bro, because, I wouldn't, as much as I don't side with bullshit, this is I would never side with Donovan if he was full of shit. And I've done a full detailed background check on this man, especially after dealing with the psycho Anthony Red Pill Judas from the 21 convention. So, guys, it's Free Consultation Friday. We got 70 plus people watching right now. Call in free with your questions, 657-383-1318. Let's go back to the chat. I'm going to read the chat, then I'm going to show you something spicy. Actually, let's just jump right into the spice right now. Shall we? Shall we just jump right into the spice? Guys, follow me on Twitter where you get to see exclusive spice like this. At Modern Life John, JON, MODERNLIFE, JON. Anthony is sending out emails to people who are requesting refunds due to my non-appearance, Rollo Tomassi's non-appearance, and the overall betrayal and poor business ethics by the Zelda King, the inbred king, the man who was dating his sister and George Bruno at the same time, Anthony Red Pill Judas Johnson of the 21 Convention. Our friend Michael successfully filed a chargeback and got a full refund from the 21 Convention scam, which is basically a lottery ticket. You're just buying a goddamn lottery ticket to fucking, because it says like speakers are subject to change. He said, look at this, and this guy is so full of shit. He says, hey, Michael, I saw your chargeback come in today. I'm pretty disgusted personally. Yeah, that's because you've lost over $50,000 in chargeback because you're a piece of shit. Trying to scam men who are trying to make themselves better. Shame on you, you piece of inbred garbage. Okay? Please be aware that if you do not reverse the chargeback, we will be reporting it as fraud to your bank. Okay, guys, this is legitimately psychopath behavior. This is sociopath, psychopath behavior. If you do not reverse the chargeback, we will be reporting it as fraud to your bank. What the fuck is fraud? The only fraud here is you. As you obviously attended the conference. This guy did not attend the conference. Furthermore, if you do not reverse the chargeback, you will be sued. Listen, Anthony, you got no money for a fucking lawyer, you bum. You stinking bum. You got no money. You rent a house. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. You live with your sister. You, your sister, and your Zelda posters can't afford a fucking lawyer, okay? I got the whole rundown on you from the inside. You will be sued with other chargeback customers in an upcoming lawsuit. Having a Canadian address will not protect you. Clearly, Anthony is not that educated on international law. He's about educated on international law as Socrates is educated on a proper caloric intake. Have a great day, Anthony. Red Pill Judas strikes again. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. I'm never giving anyone the benefit of the doubt again. That's why I'm like heavily scrutinizing all people who are coming through. Like, what in the actual fuck, dude? What in the actual fuck? Let's go back to the chat here. Jonathan says, trust but verify, AO. Jason Wrench says, 5 since last August. Yeah, I got to keep the flow. These little things are important. Absolutely. Muhammad, what up? Again, my man. Yeah, Tony says, what the fuck? Donovan's a simp. Are you crazy? Yeah, dude, you're crazy, bro. Donovan is a Playboy Ultimate. You guys don't even know. Donovan cannot put the real pimpin' online. But I know. And real pimps know that you can't put the real pimpin' online. Last night's episode was excruciating, says Paul. Good stuff. D's okay, just got a filter B. He's a vet. Ain't nothing wrong with settling, but guys always got to be careful. Yes. 5 Higgy, what up, dude? You're new. He says, hey, John, thanks for the call. Got to hit the gym before work. I'll see if I can get that something for the course. Do it, bro. Get in, man. Trust me. H. See, you say all that, but when turd, I don't know. Oh, God. Well, okay. And then Antigeo says, can you explain what is the scarcity mindset exactly? You guys use that term a lot. Okay, scarcity mindset is you feel like, all right, like for example, right? Like if you go on a date with a girl and she starts treating you like shit, You're like, you tolerate the bad behavior because you feel like, oh my God, like I should like tolerate this behavior because I'm going to be like, it's going to be hard for me to get another girl like her. And like, you think that there's no other girls out there, so you're tolerating bad behavior. But the reality is in abundance. Same thing with guys who are like, oh my God, body language mastery, it's $497, dude, $500, it's so big. Listen, guys, the reality is once you open up your mind, you'll see that money is everywhere. Money is everywhere, and it's easy to get. If you can't get money, there's two things that's wrong with you. Your mindset is wrong, and your skill set is wrong. The real ultimate currency in this life is time. We are absolutely limited on time. Why do you think people pay $10,000 to fly in a G6 at like 500 miles an hour? You know why? Because time, baby. You could fly across the Gulf Stream and make that thing happen with 10 G's in like 2 hours. Instead of like I'm flying business class tomorrow. I'm going to America. But I got to be on that plane for 18 hours, dude. I'm going to miss rule 0. I'm going to miss all my emails. There's a chance that I could fucking die, 18 hours in the plane. The probability of me dying because of the plane crashing is higher than if I were just on a plane for 2 hours. Okay? The scarcity mindset thinks that there is not a lot of things to go around. Okay? The abundance mindset it's a complete shift. It makes you realize, oh my God, there's money everywhere. There's literally billions of women everywhere. Like, I can get whatever I want. I can live wherever I want. I could do whatever I want because my mind is open to all the possibilities in the world. But a scarcity mindset is a narrow mindset, and is a mindset based off of fear. Fear, anxiety. It's not good stuff. Okay? So there you go, Angios. Chuff Dolphin says, guys, buy BLM for helping getting their dick wet, but stay for community access they get. Exactly. Oki, the GOAT, watching on Instagram, says, we need abundance mindset. My man. Good stuff. Jason Wrench says, event planners are generally always shady. At least, Sam Whiskey says, at least Hitler didn't live with his sister. Nor did he bang his sister. Let's see. Bernard, what's up, my brother? Bernard is a new member here. He says, what are we looking at? We were looking at a threat email from Anthony Red Pill Judas Johnson of the 21 convention, who is threatening somebody who issued a chargeback for the 21 convention and successfully got a refund of all his money. Thomas is better late than never. Woggles, my man, says, I came into some good shit. Lol, what? Woggles, let me pull up what Woggles. I'm going to show you guys some fucking primetime humor. Woggles sent me some hilarious shit from Livestream Fails. Guys, let me just tell you something. These bitches are taking deception to a new level, bro. Okay, so you go to Livestream Fails, check out this Chinese streamer. Look what she's doing, bro. This is like Instagram filters to a whole new level. Look at this shit. Okay, so she's here. She's checking something on her computer. Right? She's trying to make something happen. Did you see that? Look at that. Look at this. She has a face thinning filter attached to her camera. I could not believe this shit. She has an application that makes her face look thinner. Let me show you guys one more time. Look at this. Look at this. Welcome to 2019. Look at this. Right there. Boom. It's just unbelievable, bro. When these girls say, like, looks don't matter, they're the biggest fucking hypocrites ever, dude. Yeah, okay. Stop wearing makeup. Like, stop with all of your fucking deception. How about that? If looks don't matter. For the guys on Instagram who are saying, let's see the video, you got to come over to YouTube. Go to youtube.com, type in Modern Life Dating. Check out the radio show that is live, free consultation Friday. And for you guys that are listening right now, if you got any commentary or calls or questions, call in. The phone number is live. It is open, 657-383-1318. Call in right now. No call is too small. And the only question that is a stupid one is the question you do not ask. So do not be stupid. Call in right now, 657-383-1318. Zelda is fun, though. Zelda is a great game. Spreading the news on YouTube about 21 is killing it. Yeah, 21 Con is killing it. Yeah, and also his bad business. I told you yesterday. Like, the fact that he thinks that the internet doesn't really understand what's going on with his transparency. Like, he's too inbred to understand that, like, you cannot con your customers these days, dude. Like, the internet will catch up with you as the internet even gets faster and faster. Like, you're just impossible. You're fucking stupid if you try to, like, think that you're smarter than the internet people. You're dumb. If he lives with his sister, then he's clearly God spare cash. Yeah. I feel bad for that Zelda poster. Yes. Fat Socrates. Exactly. He should play with me. Have 1 million law costs covered by my insurance. Good stuff. 21 Con is killing himself. Exactly. I wonder how many times the Zelda poster on the wall watched him wank. Millions. Eli Arrington. It seems he caught up in an emotional fury. He is full of shit. Exactly. Muhammad says Big Googs, the poster boy of testosterone. Good shit. Why the fuck does Red Pill Judas keep smearing Rollo? It is like he's poking a bear. Dude, Rollo had the opportunity to go nuclear on him, and, like, he didn't. And I know exactly what Red Pill Judas did to, I can't say who, but if Rollo were to go public with this information, like, Red Pill Judas, it's game over, bro. It's fucking game over. Real pimps don't get showed up by guys with sex dolls on episode Red Man Group. Check the comments. Nah, dude, chill, bro. Chill. Like, come on. If you side with Turd Flinging Monkey, bro, just why are you even here? Get out, bro. Just, like, don't watch. Just go. Just leave, bro. Like, I don't need you. Like, I don't need to argue with you. Okay? You're saying this bots over thought stuff? Bro, go to www.fuckasexdoll.com. Don't come and watch my shit. And get the fuck out of here, bro. You want to go have a sex doll, go pump that piece of plastic full of your sperm, pull out that little compartmentalized vagina, clean it out, feel like a real man about yourself, and go do your thing. Because we're not about that life over here. And I'm not about you coming in the chat and just talking shit, spreading negativity. Go fuck your doll. Don't waste my time. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's that simple. Okay? Period. Abundance is Charles. If your plane crashes, I'll search the Pacific for myself for you. Thank you, Peter. I love you, dog. I should say perceived lack of acceptance of options. Russell Moore says scarcity mindset equals lack of option. Yeah, and perceived lack of option. Exactly. Felix Lazarus says, oof, pimps don't die in planes. Exactly. Googs, I would have thought your T levels were pretty high enough. Holy hell, face filter. Atham says, I laughed my ass off. Googs. Life is all about those unfair examples. Good shit. Gothic Panda, FFFFF. A face thinning filter? I didn't know there was such a thing. Welcome to 2019, mob dude. That's next level shit right there. Yup. George Bruno could use that. Oh, it's funny. Oh, Christian Book Lady in the house said, loving the shirt. Thank you very much, Christina. Thank you, sweetheart. Googs, you lead the way. I'm right behind you, man. What are you aiming for in T levels? The internet goggles. Our local Twitch chat says the internet will always find out the truth. It's the ecosystem at work. Exactly. I guess 22com will never happen at this point, says Cameron. Is Donovan still part of the Red Man Group? Technically, yeah, but keep watching. HHS, because I'm right. All I hear is stop taking my business away. Okay, cool, bro. Congratulations. I haven't banned somebody since the beginning of this show, but congratulations, dog. You just got banned. Welcome, bro. You got perma banned, bro. Because you wanna sit here and, like, try to have this, like, gamma mail thing. turn off the YouTube, go fuck your sex doll, and get the fuck out of here. Sam Whiskey says, nice shirt, bro. Thank you. Casey from Body Language Mastery Quarter 2. We actually were reviewing this shirt. We were doing a fashion review during the webinars, and I was like, damn, somebody needs to buy me this shirt. And then I was joking around, and then Casey sent me a private message. He's like, hey, man, send me your address. I will mail that shirt to you. I got you. I was like, are you sure? I was just joking, dude. He's like, no, man, I want to do it. What you've been doing for me is awesome. And I was just like, wow, dude, thanks so much. And he bought me a shirt. Rollo's trying his best not to publicly execute an autistic kid. Jim T, what's up, bro? He says, at this way, business class on an international, have a drink, stretch out, fall asleep, all good. Too many times doing it. I look forward to doing it myself. Jason Wrench says, sex doll, some straight MGTOW are okay, but been there, done that. But doll, keep it to yourself. That ain't cool, exactly. John, how are your teeth so white? I brush them every day. I do use Listerine. I use whitening toothpaste. I recommend the whitening strips. Do whitening strips like once a month for 6 months to get them up to the whitening level that you want. And then, go to the dentist. Make sure you get a cleaning every 3 to 6 months as well. White teeth are status, dude, and it's like ultimate currency. It's good stuff. Woggles says sex doll. Ha ha ha. Imagine being that guy. God. How do you make George dance? If you want to make George Bruno do a little sexy dance, click on that link right there, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating Channel. Put your donation option in the box right there. You have to do at least $1 to make George Bruno dance. I think it's how the system works. And you can make little Georgie do a dance. You will see him curl 15 pounds of fucking thunder. Yeah, bro, it's just nothing but awesome. Nothing but awesome. So funny to see all this shit. Let's see. Let's go back to so again, let me show you guys. So if you want to check me out on Twitter, go to twitter.com/modernlifejohn, JON. I want to talk about what's been going on with the Gillette ad. So check it out. The exec behind the Gillette ad says brands have a responsibility to challenge toxic masculinity. Get ready, boys. We're about to do a woke review. Okay, look at this. First of all, this lady is not an advocate of Donald Trump's wall because the wall has already hit her at full fucking blast. I mean, if Donald Trump were to transition into a woman, he would look like this. And let's just say Donald Trump is better being a man, because this is yikes. That's all I got to say, bro. If you are it just blows my mind how somebody could be this fucking stupid. Like, you are the salesperson of Gillette razors. This is how dumb this fucking bitch is, all right? I have been using the Gillette Razor Fusion literally since it came out, right? They're way overpriced. At the time, I believed, hey, you know what? It's just like, I'm just comfortable with this brand. I have no time expanding or using or whatever. 17 years I've been using this fucking brand. Since they made that toxic masculinity campaign, bro, I'll never buy Gillette again. I'll never buy Gillette fucking shaving cream, Gillette razors, Gillette. If they make fucking toilet paper for me to wipe my ass and flush that shit down the toilet, I would not buy that. I'm not buying anything Gillette related. You lost my money. You actively went out and lost my money because you are fully mentally retarded to do this shit. Also talking about what happened, dude, it turns out that they lost friggin', I think they lost, I don't want to say they lost billions, but this is a really funny quote from yesterday. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to fear. Fear leads to suffering. Suffering leads to yelling at clout. So we got George Bruno here. I think I retweeted it. My Twitter's just been so active. Let me just see what I got. Remember, guys, the phone line is open 657-383-1318. No calls, too small. Come on in. Oh, this is some wild footage I caught here in Japan. This guy just getting caught in the fucking middle of the damn the doors here. Yeah, I think they lost a considerable amount. I can't find it right now. But anyways, let's go back to this. This is the Ham Planet that said she had a responsibility.
Good work, soldier. Good work, soldier.
Oh, there we go. We got a donation. Russell Moore with the $5 donation says, this show kills it on the daily. Thank you. Guys, go ahead and click on that link right there in the chat. Make George Bruno do a little dance. Modern Life Dating. The donation link is streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating channel. No donations too small. Everything goes to improving the quality of this channel. Working on increasing the quality of the mic. This mic's actually been doing pretty good lately, but I want to upgrade to an XLR. It's like a $575 mic, like the Joe Rogan mic. Rich Cooper just recently upgraded to it, and it's a pretty good one. So all donations will be going towards that. Bullying, Me Too movement, and toxic masculinity are the first few audible phrases in Gillette ad from January this year. Troubling images flashed by a boy running from a mob of bullies. Workplace sexual harassment. Like, they act like females do not sexually harass. That's a funny thing, too. Okay? A male executive patronizing a female colleague. Okay? And, like, dude, if you've ever had a female boss, you know that's like fucking hell on earth. 9 times out of 10, way more hell than a fucking male boss. But something finally changed, the ad's narrator says, as press coverage of the Me Too movement fills up the screen. Then scenes start to show. Keep in mind, the woman that started Me Too, was the former ex-girlfriend of Anthony Bourdain, who was caught cheating on him with an Italian journalist. Anthony Bourdain found out and killed himself. In addition, after that happened, more was exposed when they found out that this woman had sex with a 17-year-old boy, and they paid him hundreds of thousands of hush money. And guess who paid it? Of course, you know, No Thought's got no money. No Thought's got no money. She got Anthony Bourdain to pay for it. And she was the one that started the Me Too movement. All these social justice warriors and shit, you know what they do? They just project their mental sickness, their mental vomit, their mental filth. They project it on people, okay? A thief thinks everyone steals. A cheater thinks everybody's cheating, okay? And a social justice warrior projects their filth onto the masses. And that's literally and exactly what's happened right here, okay? They're trying to glorify this whole Me Too movement and all this stuff, but it's really just a fucking sham. This is okay. Here's the ad for you guys that haven't seen it. Look at this. Look at this garbage. All right, hold on. One second. I gotta amp up the volume and make my ears bleed. Here we go. Jesus.
Bullying. The Me Too movement against sexual harassment. Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't.
Keep in mind, like, look, they chose this overweight woman. This is actually, she's probably more clinically towards the side of obese. You're such a loser, sissy. Everyone hates you. Yeah, dude. Welcome to the real world where people say harsh shit no matter where you are, and you have to be mentally strong. This has nothing to do with toxic masculinity. You want to know the truth? Go work in a nightclub. Be a fucking bathroom attendant in a nightclub and listen to what happens in the female fucking bathroom. You think these bitches are so fucking patronizing? Such amazing, pretty, amazing little angels? Bro, you don't know shit. Okay? You have to understand the multiple levels of manipulation in here. This is emotional manipulation, textbook 101.
Can't hide from it. It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old.
Again, what I actually think she's trying to say. Like, you're making situational evidence literally based on fake acting here to try to get a point across. And you think people are stupid. The only fucking stupid person is you dumb wench. That's why this shit failed. That's why Procter & Gamble's stock has plummeted. That's why millions of men no longer use Gillette fucking products. You dumb bitch. That's why. You were supposed to be a business person and you fucking failed, okay? That's like me coming out like, okay, I'm the brand executive for Playtex female tampons and maxi pads, okay? And I'm gonna start a campaign like hashtag stop bleeding, bitch. Like, stop bleeding. You're bleeding all over the place. It's fucking disgusting. You're a woman. Your vagina's bleeding. Like, all you're doing is causing us to chop down rainforests, trees, and like the Amazon is burning because your vagina is bleeding. That's literally the equivalent. Like, you're attacking your customer base. Do you understand that would not work out? Are you that inept mentally? Clearly you are, because you're producing shit like this. Let's watch the rest of this. I'm just gonna comment as we go over it.
Excuses.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Oh, look at this shining example of fucking positive behavior. Anna Kasparian, the biggest piece of shit on YouTube, who's like, just like, you could look in her face, you could see she's an evil person. Like, you know, evil makes you look older and like really drains your face. People who are on the side of good, they look young, they look happy, they look good. Evil really fucks you up. And this bitch is such like a miserable wench too. She is so like negative and like aggressive, and she like hides behind this PC shit, like gets in dudes' faces, like, and points at them stuff. Let me tell you something. If you do it on the streets and there's no cameras showing, you won't have the balls to do that, because you'll get fucking slept. Okay? You're hiding behind this pseudo protection. And everybody knows the Young Turks, that's where she's from. The Young Turks is a failing YouTube organization. YouTube pushes them in the algorithm, and they're still unpopular. The only thing is they're getting endless funding from Al Jazeera. That's the only reason they're on the fucking air. So let's just look at this shining, positive female example here. Yeah, let's trust the mainstream media. Clearly they're right about everything, including the Trump election, who gave him a 1% chance of winning when he won by fucking landslide. And he will win in 2020. FYI, watch the media double down on their fucking stupidity. Watch the lies that come through the polls.
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable. Smile, sweetie. Come on.
Smile, sweetie. Whoa, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you telling this girl to smile, sweetie? What's wrong with you, dude? What? And notice how the white man is evil in all these sessions. Like, right there, white man's evil. Brown man, person of color, is coming to shame him, right?
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Okay. Again, white guy sees like a beautiful girl, wants to go say hi to her. And then black dude is like, person of color is like, oh, no, dude, not cool. Not cool, not cool. Like, what do you, what is the undertones here? Like, you just ruined that girl's day. Like, what, do you think she just looked that good just for herself? Come on now.
The right thing. To act the right way.
Not cool. Not cool.
Some already are. In ways big and small.
Okay, we got another, we got a donation there. Sleeping Elephant with $2 of the super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Let's finish this up before I fucking throw up. And here we are. We have a girl being empowered by, again, all right, we got to lift. I don't know what the deal was this, like, but there's a message like white people are evil and people of color are better. Like, I don't know, what is this, like, Did they really think people are stupid? Like, I don't, like, everybody can fucking see this clear as day.
But some is not enough.
That's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
What was the result? Millions and millions and millions of dollars lost. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up the actual data right here. Let's see, because Gillette has been backtracking. Oh, dude. Whoo, shit. Shit. I was wrong, boys. They did not lose millions of dollars. Holy shit. Dude, guys, easy fucking clap. God damn, bro. Bro, look at this shit. Get woke, go broke. Gillette backflips after $12 billion. They lost $12 billion. You want to know how to lose $12 billion? Be this dumb fucking bitch right here. Carolyn Tastat. Solid. Good job. $12 billion. Okay, that's more than 3 times Donald Trump's net worth. I think Donald Trump's like $3.9 billion. Solid. You have lost $12 billion because all men are shit, right? Solid. Next thing she's going to go to fucking Playtex and do hashtag stop bleeding. Like, bro. Just this revitalizes me. This rejuvenates me. Lets me know that there's hope in the world because like people are not falling for this fucking stupidity. Absolute stupidity, bro. Unbelievable. Oh, Rollo Tomassi's in the house. Says Terry Crews is a Vichy male. 100% agree. Rollo, call in, dude. Give me your feedback. 657, numbers on the screen. 657-383-1318. I'm sure everybody wants to hear what the godfather of the manosphere has to say about this. Rollo, please call on in, sir. Would love to get your voice on the show. 657-383-1318. Let's go to the chat here. Eric Von Whittle says, well, yeah, dude, white guys are to blame for everything that's wrong with the universe. Yeah. Chai, why do they make black men always look like cucks, says CJ, all the way from Nigeria. Okay, come on now. Christina from Christian Books says, it's actually the opposite in reality. Black men have more courage to approach women and sometimes quite vulgarly. She must be speaking from experience. Russell Moore says, yeah, seriously, thanks for keeping it real, Rollo. 97% of people are stupid. Russell Moore says, just 97%. Wasn't there a second commercial too? Yeah, there was a second transgender commercial as well, which caused them collectively, like I said, $12 billion. Absolute hilarious. Rollo says, white men are ridiculous, so no one in a femme-centric world will take them seriously as a result. Jason Rich says, first, can't approach chicks on the street. Next, can't approach them anywhere. Bullying ain't cool, but wrestling on the lawn ain't bullying. Exactly. 3% are movers and shakers. Exactly. Felix says 8 billion, not 12, dog. 12 billion. Rollo says, but they need some kind of example of acceptable masculinity. And Christian Book Lady says, and when I say vulgar, I mean like, hey, nice fat ass, let me tap it. Like right on a public street. Oh, Lord. Did they tell you this shit, Christina? Oh, man. Ryan says 12. Yeah, Christian Soto with the easy clap. You never tell your customer they are stupid or toxic. Exactly. After losing that money, they drop the woke shit. Exactly. Get woke, go broke. Are you guys that fucking stupid? Short answer, yes, you are. Absolutely. Yes, you are. Was Miss Tastad fired? If she was a man and responsible for 12 billion loss, he would be fired into the sun. Exactly, bro. Fired into the sun in the middle of a black hole. John Bauman, what's up? Captain Supercuts actually wrote this ad. Oh, Lord. I won't support it with my hard-earned money, says Eric Von Weedle. Exactly, dude. Wrestling on the lawn is acceptable masculinity as legit as approaching chicks. Exactly. CJ says, damn, 12 billion, that's a lot of women on money. Again, get woke, go broke. Backflips. What is a Vichy male again? It's like basically a traitor. Check Discord to have a laugh at Hassan from the Young Turks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this more like, oh my god. Dude, so we're talking about Anas Kasparian from the Young Turks. Oh, I've seen this before. Hold on. We're going to talk about this. Oh, let me catch up with the chat, then I'm going to show you guys more of the Young Turks. I started the magic of thinking big, and Red Pill Judas and Gillette needed. Exactly. That's pretty vulgar. Yikes. Buy stock. Casey Morris, what's up? Says the amount of money that she lost for Gillette could be used to send people to Mars. She could literally fund food to tons of people in Africa. We got a caller on the line, 419. 419, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Jared.
Yo, Jared, what's up, dude?
Hey, I just wanted to talk to you real quick. So, moving into my new house, and we're about to enter party season. I got a buddy in my house who is paranoid that he's going to get Me Too'd. What the fuck should I tell him to calm this shit down?
Okay, so why is he paranoid that he's going to get Me Too'd? What is the exact scenario that's going through his head?
He thinks he's going to pick up a chick at a party, have a one-night stay with her, and then she's going to Me Too him the next day because she regrets it or something like that.
Well then, I mean, and the reality is the only way to really prevent that would be to like get a GoPro and film it or something. Like just make sure like film her consent. Like tell him that. But the reality is these whole situations with girls Me Tooing guys like the next day, A, most of this stuff is happening in super liberal areas, and B, the cases after they get put through the court system, the cases are majoritarily dropped. These are just examples of the mainstream media trying to put fear into the average man's head in order to get them to like feel afraid of like what's going on. So
yeah,
he just needs to like realize the real
He's just
world's
got, like,
not
a
like
really
that.
toxic mindset.
That's a terrible person to be living with, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, like he's normally cool, but he's just being fucking retarded.
Well, Woggles in the chat says have the girl sign a consent form before fucking. Easy. A lot of my friends do it as a gag, but it works. There you go. There you go.
All right.
That's what I would say.
I just keep telling him he's fucking retarded. He'll come around. He's one of my buddies. He's totally not a negative person.
He'll come around, dude. It'll be good. You're good, Jared. You're golden.
Okay. All right.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Jonathan.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right. I think we got Rollo on the line next. Mr. Tomassi, sir, is this you?
Yes, it is.
How
Can you
doing?
hear me?
Hear you loud and clear, you handsome devil.
Good.
What's up?
Okay. I've just set up my new studio here, and I've got a new mic and I've got a new setup here, so I'm just sort of testing it out. I just got off with Pat Campbell on his terrestrial radio show, and I thought you were doing this, and so I decided to come over here because I'm still testing this out. So how does it sound? Is this good?
Yeah, sounds perfect.
This is the Rode mic that I had from the old studio. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, hey, I wanted to talk about this whole thing as far as the Gillette commercial. I think what's interesting is like here we are, 8 months. Was it 8 months later? Yeah, 8 months later, and $12 billion less. And what's interesting to me is like if you go on, I went when I saw that story, I went back to my old tweets from January when I was putting this out there, and people were losing their shit. Of course, it went viral because everybody thought it was a big deal. And honestly, I thought this was the first shot fired in the gender war, and I knew it was coming. And we had talked about this back in, well, I mean, I talked about this last year at the 21 convention in my State of the Manosphere address. I knew this stuff was coming. I knew we were heading into a gender war. I even said that when we did our end of the year predictions in December on the Redman group when we were talking about what we think was going to happen, coming in the next year. I mean, this is exactly what I said was going to happen. I said we are going to see a gender war. You're going to see it escalate because by the end of 2019 and into 2020, the village, right, the feminine imperative, or whatever you want to call it, the feminine, the gynocracy, right? The gynocracy wants you to think that men are evil, and they will amplify that as much as possible. And I would say probably during, if they haven't already had it planned, I would say probably during the 2020 election cycle, you're going to see at least one and probably two women's marches where they're going to escalate this narrative even more. And this is what Gillette was all about. Remember, who did the production for this? There's a woman by the name of Kim Gehring, and she has a partner named Sally Campbell, and they are notorious for producing exactly this kind of stuff. They have this one. I posted in the chat there. I put a link to some of their other stuff that they have done. They have this one. I think it was like some kind of feminine wash commercial or something like that. We did a video, and basically it's like these naked women with like a conch shell or something that looks like a cooter in front. They're holding it in front of their vaginas, and the whatever it is, the disembodied cooter is like singing, I need to praise you. Like they're literally talking about like how to praise a woman's vagina. Now imagine if I go and I create a video of some sort where it's a talking dick, and it's like, I need to praise my dick. My dick is the fucking best thing in this whole fucking world, and you better love my dick, right? Imagine a guy doing something like that. It's absolute insanity. But what this is it's called agitprop. It's agitating propaganda, and that's what she's known for. And so you have Gillette, who had to go out of their way to find out who this person is, or somebody had to suggest and said, we really want to do a video right now that's going to be contemporary. It's going to be up with the times. I know we're a male beauty product. I mean, we're a male necessity product. We have Gillette, right? I mean, what's more masculine? Men need razors, right? Men need to shave their faces, right? Yes. I mean, unless you're one of these dudes who's like a beard bro, right? But you need that. That's something that you have to have, right? And Gillette has this long history of being a masculine product, to the point where they have like those F1 girls for F1 racing, and they have like these hot chicks that are on the F1 tracks, and they've got like Gillette in these tight bodysuits, and they've got Gillette plastered across their asses. Like, that is what Gillette is. That is what, and rightly so, because that's what guys want. They like sex, they like cars, they need to shave.
Yes.
It's a masculine need product. And so on what planet is it a good idea, or in what era is it a good idea to say, you know what, all that stuff, I know we're known for this, but let's get Kim Gehring in here and see what we can do, and see what kind of, how can we flip this script and go 180 degrees the opposite way? How can we do that? And this is what they did. And of course, they got behind it. And you're looking at the $12 billion loss that they've gotten as a result of this. Prior to that, it was originally estimated to be $8 billion. And when the $8 billion came out, they said, "Oh, we're just going to write this down.
Damn.
Like, we're going to write this off." And Forbes wrote about it. Fortune magazine wrote about it. All of these, The Economist wrote about all of this. And in every single essay and every single, breakdown of this, they're saying, yeah, the $8 billion was worth it. The $12 billion was worth it. Man, because you're talking about Procter & Gamble. So, like, $8 billion, that's a lot of freaking money. But
yes.
For Procter & Gamble as a whole, they can write that down. But, like, who is the person who is in charge of their marketing? Are they fired? Or is their advertising agency fired? We don't even know. They don't say anything like that. As far as we know, Kim Gehring and Sally Campbell are off doing exactly the same thing for something else. Nobody's saying anything about the people who are doing this or why they had to do it. And why were they doing this? Because they thought that the zeitgeist, the social undercurrent that's going on right now, they believed that the gender war needs to be front and center. It needs to, like, this is going to be what people are talking about for 2019 and into 2020, because we really got to get that son of a bitch Trump out of there. And the only way we're going to do that is to make the populace on whole hate men. We have to make them hate men. Then men have to be better. Men have to be ridiculous. Men have to be to be less, and women need to be more. And so what happened right after this? You have to look at the history. How did this happen? So you've got this, and within the first week of 2019, in January, this comes out. The week after, you have the American Psychology, the APA, comes out and declares that traditional masculinity is a psychological disorder. Yeah. And it's all ideological, of course. There's no actual science behind it, but that's what they're going to throw out there. Then you get something like the Super Bowl commercials that came out, and you have
which Super Bowl commercial?
Serena Williams coming in. I think it was the Serena Williams one where she's just. I mean, it's exactly what you would expect from her. There was the PETA commercial, which I don't really want to take too seriously because it's PETA, but like their whole thing was trying to in some way conflate like animal rights with misogyny. When you look at traditional APA ruling, they want to in some way say being a man, just being a man, is misogynist. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity now. It's masculinity itself in all shapes and all forms is toxic. It is an antisocial, like, scourge on society, right? Yep. Then in March you get Captain Marvel. And what happened is you get Brie Larson, probably the most feminist actress that Disney, not Marvel, Disney could find to put out there and put a face on the new face of Marvel, the new feminist face of Marvel. Yep. They want, and what is she quoted as saying? She says 2019, and I'm quoting her, 2019 is the year of intersectional feminism. And she said that at the Women in Film Festival or whatever, just prior to that. And here's the other thing. Maybe you remember this, maybe you don't. Do you remember the video, like right before, the weekend before, maybe the weekend of the release of Captain Marvel? It was released on International Women's Day in March, and she and Samuel Jackson did a quick hit like YouTube video to say, "Hey, we want to celebrate all the women in the power, power to the women." Blah 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 blah. It was like this. It was like maybe all of like a 3-minute video, but they felt that it was necessary to go and do something like that. That's another indication of this gender war. And so now here we are, 8 months later. We look back, and I remember, and I put this tweet out there. I remember when people were telling me, Rollo, you're so full of shit, man. You're never going to harm a company as big as Gillette. You and your boycott. They're just telling men to be better men. Why can't you just accept that, man? What's wrong with you, man? You're a reactionary. There's, your boycott's never going to hurt them. And here we are, $12 billion later. And you know what? Even in spite of $12 billion losses, you're like, yeah, it was totally worth it. It was good. We're glad we did that because it was the right thing to do. Right? They can't possibly say, damn, we fucked up and we really got to figure out how to turn the ship around. They're not going to say that. They need that. That narrative has to be out there because that's what the big corporations are doing right now. Same thing for Disney. I don't know if you follow Jeremy at the Quartering, but he was just talking about how the DVD sales and the post-movie sales, the post theater sales of Captain Marvel are in the shitter, and they're saying it's the worst Marvel movie ever made. Yes. And PR for Disney is just losing their minds right now, and of course Brie Larson is losing her minds. Nobody wants to work with the bitch. Nobody wants to deal with her. Yep. And it's just one more indication of the gender war that we're in. That I called this over a year ago. Yes. And now I think here's the other thing is that going forward, and I just wanted to say this real because I know you're talking about the white male thing. No, go for it. Go for it. You're hitting home run after home run right now. And I'm not. Okay. So this is not a statement on race. Okay. This is a statement on tactics. This is why they do what they do in these commercials. This is why a militant feminist like Kim Garrett makes the black male the hero in this and the white male, because we have had since the sexual revolution since the early 80s with Dr. Huxtable and the Ridiculous Males with Homer Simpson. And it's like we make white men the most ridiculous, most pitiable, most abasing human beings on planet Earth. We have to make so we've been doing this for a very long time, but at some point you've got to say, well, okay, all you're doing in a video like this and is saying men suck, men suck, men suck, men suck. But at what point do you go, okay, well, how do men not suck? Well, you'd be more like the black man instead of the white guy, because they can't find, there's no way to put a white male in a positive light after 4 decades of making him ridiculous and making him pitiable and making a woman have to save him from himself, because she has this unique feminine ability to save him from from falling off a ladder or or killing the baby, drowning the baby in a bath or something like that. They have to find some way to make him save him from himself. But we got to find a way to at least say, okay, well, if masculinity can't just be about this negativeness, so what do men do, right? Well, what is an example of an acceptable masculinity to a feminist like Kim Goering, or what is an acceptable model of masculinity then? Because we're already saying that masculinity is itself toxic. So what does that look like? Well, because black men have resisted this influence for so long, and because they want to pair this off with a multicultural message, they got to look for something, and so the black male becomes their model that they can push in the direction that they want it to be. So they can foist onto this guy what it is that they would like to see in men, and it's never going to be the white male side of things. It's only going to be the black male side of things. And it has less to do with race than it has to do with the fact that black men seem to be more masculine, black men seem to be more alpha, but we can't have them out of control. So how do we bring them into control?
Yes.
How do we use them as a positive model of masculinity? Well, look, here's the black man with his little girl. He's staring in the mirror and he's being a father. He's doing the things that we want him to do.
Yes.
He's not resisting. He's doing exactly what we want him to do. We can't use a white man because the white guy is just pitiable and ridiculous. So we got to take the next best thing, the guy who's going to be up there. Well, what can we make him do? How can we make him dance?
And I know
we need to make him dance as being a father.
Rollo,
we need to make him do all this stuff.
I know that you may not be watching, because I know you're a busy man and you actually live in the real world and you do a lot of outdoorsy stuff. But what you're talking about right now is exactly occurring on Netflix. Almost every single Netflix show I've been watching lately, a Netflix movie, is for some reason, and it's just a pattern I've been picking up. A black guy is the main character, who's the main, a white woman is the main character. Her beta male provider is an African-American man or a person of color. And then the gay man is the voice of reason. And then the white man is the evil guy. And I've been seeing it again and again and again. I just have no idea, what is the agenda behind it. But what you're saying right now is making a lot of sense. I don't know. Have you seen that movie Bird Box with notorious feminist, what's her name?
Yeah.
She's old now. Sandra Bullock, I think.
Or what's her name?
Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Yes, I have seen that. Actually, I really enjoyed that movie, but I understand what you're saying, because
it was a good movie. It was a good movie.
That role, like the role of the black guy who's the hero in that.
Yes.
That could have been played by an Asian. It could have been played by a white guy. It could have been played by any ethnicity, but they chose the black guy because he is. And notice what they did. It's not even so much the ethnicity of the guy, but it is. We need a guy that we can use as a positive model for masculinity, and he's more controllable. It's like, okay, well, white men are off the list. We'll never get that. Asian men are too foreign. They're too unknowable. We don't have a good archetype for an Asian man, whether he is more positively masculine or negatively masculine. We don't have that, because there's really we don't want to touch that too, because that's an ethnicity issue. So we have the black man who is kind of inherently seen as being more alpha because he resists the woman's nature. But in the movies, we have to take that and that positive element, and we've got to say, okay, we align with that, we're good with that, but we have to take that and direct it towards what the model of masculinity that we want him to play. So you'll always see in these, like if you look at like something like Black Panther, or you look at something like where you have a solid black male lead, when he is interacting with women, particularly if it's other black women. I've talked about this with Donovan before. If he's interacting with women, he don't take no shit, right? He don't take no shit from the black woman, but then after a while, she kind of proves her strength and stands up to him, and so therefore he has to back down because she knows something that he doesn't. And really what you're seeing, and people always get on me about this because they think that this is a race issue. It's not. You will see after a while, because we don't have the same amount of time that we have to debase white men as we have for black men right now. So what you'll see, I think, into the next decade or so, you'll see this process of debasing even black men down to being ridiculous, down to being like, if you look at Kevin Hart, he plays the clown. He's the funny guy. It's a guy you can kind of relate with, but when he's talking about women, like he looks confused, right? And I think that what you're going to see is you're going to see even like the heroic black archetype for men because the feminine imperative doesn't know what to do with that positively masculineness. They have to find some way to bring that guy down below. So you get a guy like Terry Crews, right? Terry Crews is a black man, but is very much a Vichy male. And people who want to know what a Vichy male is, it comes from the word Vichy, which is like traitor or something like that. For when I call men Vichy males, it means that they're traitors to their gender, because it was the Vichy French who collaborated with the Nazis when Nazis occupied France in World War II. They called them the Vichy French. They were the ones who were on the side of the Nazis. And so when I say that, what I'm saying is that these guys are sort of traitors to their gender. They're the guys that want to just go along to get along, and Terry Crews is probably the best example of that. But again, black man, what's happening to him? He's carrying water for his very, very feminist wife, and has to go and dress in drag, has to go and pretend like wear pink, has to put out this idea of masculinity that is like, I'm secure in my masculinity, secure enough to let women take charge, right? It's like, no. You are a slave that is going back to the plantation. That's what you've done. And as a matter of fact, you're trying to get other slaves to go back on that plantation. And anybody who tries to break away from that, anybody who might have a rational idea about gender relations or intersexual dynamics, anybody who has that guy has to be silenced. And how do you silence that guy? Well, you've got a guy if you look at Terry Crews is a big, masculine, muscular dude, right? So if he is on board with feminism, shouldn't you be on board with feminism too? And so that's the selling point that they have. But I think what you're going to see is in the future, even the black male archetype that you just talked about, that's going to get debased as well, because the feminine, they will see, well, the black men who are the heroes right now, who are the positive masculine guys that we want them to be, well, we're going to have to find a way to reel them in. We're going to have to find a way to make all of these guys, all of these black men who are on their own, who think for themselves, who are the heroic archetype, we're going to have to find some way to turn them all into Terry Crews. We're going to have to find some way to turn them all into Kevin Hart. We're going to have to find some way to make them ridiculous. And you will see the same systematic debasement that they did with white men, you will see it happen with black men as well. Maybe not as quickly. I mean, we're actually not even quickly. I mean, you think about how long it took to sort of to go from Father Knows Best, to go from that kind of 50s arc, the respectable father, to the ridiculous, stupid, buffoon father. Took 40 years for them to do something like that, at least in popular culture. Now you will see that they will do that with black men as well. And I think they'll probably maybe even go a little bit faster because we have the internet, because we have the ideologies such as the ideologies that were instrumental in creating the Gillette commercial.
Okay, let me ask you this.
It's not like when I
Let me ask you this, because we're talking. We have good theme here, and I'm glad you picked it up as well. And this is not a race thing. It's just like they already cucked the white man, and like let's be honest, the average African American guy has a lot of fucking game, and they are pretty fucking masculine guys. Let's just keep it real fucking real right here. Woggles in the chat says, "What do you think about Steve Harvey turning into a feminist cuck?"
Steve Harvey has always been a feminist cuck. He never had a point where he was actually masculine. Steve Harvey. What happens is this: if you look at Steve Harvey is the black version of Dr. Phil. That's who he is right now. Dr. Phil is no one wants to take him seriously, but Dr. Phil is just like he's like this kind of creepy uncle who wants to be a peacemaker. It's the same thing with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is just kind of a fatter, more funny version of Terry Crews. Yeah. He's still on board with the feminists. He's always been that way. And I forget how many. I know Steve Harvey's divorced and he's remarried. I don't know how many
3 divorces.
The guy has,
3 divorces. He's George Bruno times 3.
That is his. Yeah, because that is that's his shtick, right? What happens is when guys build their character around that, they can't escape from that. If Dr. Phil wanted to go alpha, all of a sudden no one would believe it. If Steve Harvey decided to say, you know what, I'm done with these bitches, I'm going red pill, no one would believe the guy because he makes money off of being this kind of pitiable, ridiculous guy. I just don't understand men, or I just don't understand women. We all laugh along with the guy because we live in a femme-centric society where that's okay to laugh at that guy. And and Dalrock has talked about this on his blog several times. We live in an era where men in general are just, I don't care what race they are, men in general are not respectable, and they will never be as respectable as a woman could be. And that's just from popular culture. I'm not saying that that's the real way of the world. I'm just saying that that's the presentation that we're supposed to believe in popular culture.
Yes.
We're supposed to believe that men are these pitiable, ridiculous things. And even a guy like The Rock, right,
yep.
who goes and pretends to be the Tooth Fairy in a movie. Let's go put The Rock in a tutu. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. And the reason it's funny is because you've got this big, huge masculine dude who's dressed up in a tutu, right? Or we see these guys because women, when they see masculinity, they don't know what to do with actual personality masculinity. They don't know what to do with an individual's nature of masculinity. But when they see a guy like The Rock, or they see Jason Momoa, the image of that masculinity is all they care about. So if we say The Rock or Jason Momoa, or we say these guys who women lust after because they're built, they look at them, and so when they don't know how to deal with that guy personally, so they only see him as the body, they only see him as the physical, and so when you see that, they want to put that under control. They want to have control over that overbearing, dominant masculinity. They want to find some way to put The Rock in a tutu. They want to make Jason Momoa the positive father figure. They want to put Jason Momoa with a little girl looking in the mirror, like in this commercial, right? They want him right there. They don't care about who he is as a person. They don't care how he embraces his masculinity. That's irrelevant to them. What's relevant is seeing that they want to have sex with him, but they also want to have control over him. They also want him to be the good dad. They will also, because that guy, when they see that, it's threatening. When you see a guy who is built like a bodybuilder like that, and the guy is 6'2" and she's 5'4", it's threatening. And it's not threatening in the sense that you're thinking about, oh, he's going to threaten me. It's that physicality that's part of that. That is the masculine archetype, because masculinity is bad. Any kind of masculinity is bad, but they're still hot for a good-looking dude. So how do you reconcile that? Well, women have to find a way to control the guy. Same thing what they're doing with Terry Crews and the black man. That's why the black man in all advertising and in popular culture, he's still imposing. He still has that archetypical look of he can like crush me if he wanted, like from a woman's point of view, he could crush me if he wanted to. But he's not, because he's a gentle giant, and it's that Beauty and the Beast fantasy. It's like, no, the dude probably could actually be a rapist and could actually crush you, but you want to popular culture anyways, wants to build this fantasy that he's a gentle giant. He's a giant that could kill you, but he's not going to do that because you're special and you're a woman and you have some unique quality that can tame the savage people.
Yeah, man. No, it's true. I'm glad. Like, I'm just not like, it's funny because I'm over here in Japan and I'm seeing this as well. But dude, like solid fucking like 10 out of 10 on that rant. I loved it, dude. That was fucking home run. Let me just say something.
I had to hit that.
Oh, you crushed it when you talked about the women with the clams, and like imagine if there was a giant a penis festival.
A talking dick, yeah.
Dude, you need to come to Japan because they actually have a penis festival.
I know, I've seen them.
It's called the Kanamara Matsuri, and they worship the penis. It's a fertility festival. They sell penis popsicles. The girls suck on the big penises. They buy penis fucking souvenirs. I'm putting pictures of it right now on the fucking.
Well, it's like okay. So here's the thing: is like when you do that and when you see that, but like, what's your impression of it? Is that it's ridiculous? It's men being ridiculous. It's men. But if you look at the intent behind a big penis festival like that.
Yeah.
Like people, like little women, like you gotta give them a blowjob, whatever, and that kind of stuff. When it's funny, we're laughing at it. It's a big pink penis. Yeah, exactly. When you look at this kind of stuff, and then you compare that against the commercials that Kim Gering is putting out, you're intended to take that very seriously. You're intended to say, you know what, a woman's vagina. Symbol of power, and it's like when you're watching that commercial, you're not supposed to laugh at that commercial. You're supposed to like get it.
Right.
Like you're supposed to, like women. It's presented with a different intent than wearing this big giant penis hat.
Yeah, and don't you think they're like, don't you think they're like, but I think that these people are old fogies though. They're behind the times because they're $12 billion in the hole. Their attempt at manipulation clearly and monetarily has been a documented failure. So I just think that these are people living in an echo chamber, and I'm happy to see it all.
See, how do you recover from that? Right? They have to say something about it because they made a huge big deal out of promoting that commercial. I mean, you got to understand, they spent a lot of money to put that commercial out there. They had to go find the right, director, the militant feminist director. They had to find some way, and then after that, they had to know this. That was going to be a PR nightmare once they did. It's like, prior to them releasing that commercial, they had to have got, I would hope so, that they got together with their ad agency or their in-house or whatever, and they discussed, okay, we're going to release this. Here's what we can expect. They believed that all press is good press, which is bullshit.
Yep.
They believed that if they put it out there, they would get more. Like, of course, men. See what happens right now is like when Disney puts out a movie like Captain Marvel, they know that there's going to be a backlash. They know, like when they put out, it hadn't even been released. When they put out the Terminator movie with the all-female cast for the latest Terminator thing, they knew it was going to be a dog. Yeah. They knew it was going to be a complete flop. But that's okay because they don't care whether it's a flop. What they care about is the social message that goes with it. And so they were already seeding the idea that if you don't like this movie, it means you're a misogynist. You're part of the alt-right. You're part of those red pill manosphere guys who are insecure in their masculinity. They can't possibly have a strong female. And that's interesting to me because we've had strong female leads in science fiction ever since, Ellen Ripley in 1979 and Alien. Okay, we've had it's a cliche now to have this strong female. It's not a rare occurrence. It's not a rare occurrence in video games. It's not a rare occurrence in movies. Not a rare occurrence in TV or story. The strong female archetype is a cliche, and it is a tired ass cliche. But yet we still believe, or I should say, popular culture still sells this idea that it's a rarity, or that we live in a man's world and it's all misogynist and the patriarchy. We need these strong leads because little girls won't be doctors and lawyers if we don't have them. It's like, no, it's bullshit. That's been around since I was a kid. Since I was 12 years old, this shit has been going on. But they have to fall back on that because everybody understands those easily understandable tropes. Right now, it is a rarity to have a strong white male lead in a movie right now. People like when Solo came out. I liked Solo. I wish people didn't give Solo so much grief. I liked it, and not just because it had a white male lead in it. And it kind of like I think they probably went into more detail than they really needed to in Solo. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was a really good story. I thought it was a fantastic story, and I think of all the new Star Wars things that have come out, I think that's been my favorite, and not because the guy's he's a white male lead, mm-hmm. but that they did take a chance on that. They took and they knew they were taking a big chance, but they had to because Han Solo is a white male.
Right.
He has always been a white male. And what if they had turned Solo and said, well, we're going to have Idris Elba take over the role or something for that.
Right.
Or even like what if they had a white male take over the role for Billy Dio for what's Lando Calrissian? What if they had done something like that? They wouldn't even dream of doing something like that. But they had to seed that. They have to know prior to releasing the movie that this is the way it's going to be received. So who do they offend? Do they offend the feminists, or do they offend the basically non-existent misogynists out there? So if it's a flop, well, it's because the misogynists made the flop. And so you can always fall back on that kind of stuff. It's what I talk about when I talk about outrage brokers. It's become so predictable in our society that outrage is going to occur if you say the wrong things, that you can make money off of it right now.
Yeah.
So if you create a movie and you know it's going to be a flop, well, don't worry about it. You can write it off because those asshats in the manosphere decided to be misogynists and ruin the movie for you.
Let me ask you this.
$12 million on this commercial. It's because of the asshat misogynist.
Let me ask you this then. That being said, I personally have seen what they're doing with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think ever since Iron Man has been killed off, I think like Spider-Man was supposed to carry the torch, but recently Disney and Sony couldn't come to an agreement. They had a 95% split, and Disney wanted to renegotiate the terms. Sony said no, and they walked away from it all. I personally think if they take a lean towards like letting Captain Marvel like lead the Marvel Universe Phase 2, I think that they're going to entirely tank the franchise. Everything's going to go down south. Also, I think that if they do not bring Luke Skywalker back to life in December with the new Star Wars, I feel like this is going to tank even more. What do you think is going to – you don't think so?
They won't. No, they won't bring him back. If they do, it'll be just sort of like the Obi-Wan thing. They'll just bring him back in spirit, I think. But look at what happens. Look at what happened with Star Wars. In the first movie, they kill the classic strong.
Yes. Are you there, Rollo?
Archetype. They killed him in the first movie. Look at what happened in Endgame. They kill off all of they basically kill off all of the strong masculine leads. They killed Iron Man, who is sort of the happy-go-lucky kind of don't give a fuck alpha male.
Yes.
They killed off the noble alpha male in Captain America. And what did they do with the guy who's the beefcake? They turned him into this fat alcoholic slob in Thor. And so all the three male archetypes that are a part of the Marvel franchise, that carry the Marvel franchises, all of them are dead. Every last one of them are dead. Han Solo is dead. Luke Skywalker, who was the hero's journey, dead.
And they made Hulk kind of a pussy too. They made the Hulk kind of like go from Hulk smash.
Hulk is exactly what I was talking to you about before. Hulk is this big, physically impressive, masculine guy. We got to find a way to put him under control. We got to put the beast on the leash. How do we do that? The same thing with Terry Crews. Same thing I was just talking about before. It's the physicality So Hulk is still funny and everything, but we got to find some way to put the physical masculinity. We've got to find a way to put it on the leash. The noble masculine guy, the Captain America guy, the guy who is the straight-laced guy who represents an alpha male, but represents alpha male from socially responsible alpha male, dead. His character's gone. Thor, gone. At least, I mean, maybe not from the franchise, but as a character archetype, they killed him in Endgame. Spoiler alert.
Right.
But so you're looking at and this is an ideological shift it's been going on since at least the first Star Wars movie, but when you look at the old franchises, the first thing that I will tell you this is I know that the Matrix 4 got greenlit.
Yeah.
When you look at Keanu Reeves is a great dude. Don't you know? I think as a person he's fantastic, but I will guarantee you that they will find some way to neuter
He's breathtaking.
his character even more than ever. Yeah, they'll find a way to neuter his character, and it'll probably focus on like Trinity. They'll probably find some way because
think so?
Yeah, because like in the last movie they blinded him. Like he's got, I don't know what they're going to do with Neo in that, but he's blinded. And Trinity, I will guarantee you that they will focus primarily on Carrie-Anne Moss. If you look at any of the other Marvel franchises, especially the ones that were on Netflix, with the exception, marginally, the exception of Daredevil, all of those, like when we're talking about Luke Cage, you're talking about Iron Fist, you're talking, and definitely Jessica Jones. When you look at those franchises, and they are part of the Marvel franchise, they are all dominated by female leads and female writers, I should say, as well. I would very much love to see Daredevil come back. I don't think it'll happen because Daredevil is a strong masculine lead. And I was looking at the forecast, I guess, for the Marvel movies that are coming up within the next couple of years. And with the exception of maybe like Doctor Strange, there's nothing, absolutely nothing I'm looking forward to at all. And it's not because, they need a new Avengers kind of thing. Yeah. Or you look at like Spider-Man right now, and you got Tom Holland, who is, again, a controllable male. He's not masculine. He's not like super. I mean, he's good looking in the sense that like teenage girls will like him, right?
Yeah.
But he's not threatening. He's not physically imposing. He's not a Hulk. He's certainly not He's not the arrogant asshole that Iron Man was. So he's controllable. Hulk is controllable. So all of the strong leads, the male leads in all, and this is true of any Disney franchise, is all the strong male leads are either neutered or dead. They're controlled or they're dead.
Yep.
And so what are they going to do with that? Well, you're going to replace that with somebody like and every single female character that they have is a Mary Sue. It's like, and they want to see this dumbing down of men, and they want to see this lifting up of women. And what happens is the writers, because these writers are female, particularly Captain Marvel, because the writers are female, they're trying to write in a genre that was created by nerdy men, by nerdy boys. Like they want to see, porn stars in superhero outfits. They want to see big tits and a nice ass in their female superheroes. They want to see the guys who look like bodybuilders. They want to see guys that don't look like themselves because they need to be apex examples of humanity. Well, women, when they write that, they don't have that same teenage angst that a 13-year-old boy has. They don't have that same impetus, but they think that they can write in that. And so what they do is they write these female characters to the archetype, but they don't understand the hero's journey. They don't understand that. They don't understand this. They don't understand that men must become and women just are. So when they write a character like Captain Marvel, she doesn't become anything. She's just given her power. That's just who she is. Same with Rey from Star Wars. She just is.
I hate
and
Rey.
That's because women don't understand how to write that character, because she just magically has this natural affinity for wielding a lightsaber and using the Force and all that stuff. Maybe it's a little uncontrolled, but like she gets it, right? She understands because she's a woman and she has this magical affinity with whatever that would take a man 10, 12 years to achieve. She just has it magically.
And one hand. Luke Skywalker lost his hand when he fought Darth Vader.
Yeah, one hand. Yeah, exactly. But like, what they do is they write those characters, but they don't know how to. They write a male character, but they put tits on it. And because they're doing that, they don't understand what it takes. They don't understand that men must become, because they're female writers. They're right. Well, women just are. She just has these powers. That's just how it is. She got them. Let's go. Let's move on with the plot. And so for guys, when a male writer is writing a story, they understand that for a man to get to mastery, there's a process of mastery, and the story is actually him becoming a master at whatever it is that he has to master, and then we go on with the story. And so that's why these new Marvel films and Disney and all this other shit, these old franchises fall flat, because they swap the genders out. And then, like, what was it? I think Natalie Portman is going to be the female Thor. Right. I guarantee you that she will be a Mary Sue character. I guarantee you that they will just make Thor with tits. She just is. She just has it. She goes on, and let's move on. She's super powerful. I'll give her the hammer, right? And then she moves on, and that's that. Because they don't know how to write a masculine character.
Yep. Nah, man.
Anyways, man, I gotta get going. I got another call I gotta get to.
You're the man, Rollo. I fucking love you, dog. Thank you so much for coming through.
Bye, guys.
I'll keep on harassing
Thanks.
you in our private messages, but you take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day, bro.
All right. We'll see.
Peace.
Later.
Good Lord. He came, he saw, he conquered. What a fucking home run. Guys, that is an awesome rant. Unexpected, but by the man, the myth, the legend, the hot dude of the Manosphere himself. Talking about what's going on with Marvel and all that stuff. And speaking of that, just, what's going on with the movies and stuff, it's good to know that I'm not the only one believing that. Do you guys remember this? Who remembers this? When we have, who's that Pokemon? So we got Tobey Maguire here, and he's saying, who's that Pokemon? And he says, it's Diglett. You guys think it's Diglett? Who's that Pokemon? Is it Diglett? Boop, boop. It's Uncle Ben. Oh, no. What are we going to do? Oh, it's Uncle Ben's tombstone. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You got it wrong. I thought it was Diglett. Oh, no. What are we going to do? Anyways, guys, just wanted to add a little, I had to share that meme. I had to share that meme to you guys. But yeah, guys, it's just, again, I'm not the only one that's hella woke. So, it's good to know that I'm not alone in this shit, and I'm just not fucking just just shouting at clouds over here. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff, dude. Where did I get the shirt? I got Casey bought it for me at Casey from Body Language Mastery. We were doing some fashion reviews of some random sites, and he took the URL and bought it. I completely forgot. But yeah. F's in the chat for Uncle Ben. What an amazing episode, guys. Guys, I just got to say, man, I'm so glad for all you guys who are participating in this shit. Again, if you like that breakdown of what we just did, man, I'm telling you, now is the chance for you to get on the waiting list for Body Language Mastery Q3 enrollment. Again, modernlifedating.com/body language. Scroll down. Click on this link right now that says click on here to get on the waiting list or take action now. You click on this link right here. It's going to take you to the sign up list. Click right here. Type in your best email address. If you enjoyed that rant and breakdown today with the man, the myth, the legend, Rollo Tomassi, imagine if you right there listening in the chat, if you were able to actually stop Rollo and ask him questions and get some feedback on what is actually going on in the world, in red pill relations. You can get the entire breakdown and have a dialect with the man himself. Rollo did 2 hours in a row last time. Like, John Simon asked Rollo one question and he got baptized with fire. He got like a 25-minute reply. John Simon got fucking red pilled even more than he was in the entire time. I mean, we got it all on video as well. We got it all behind the scenes for all the people that are in Body Language Mastery. So get in while you still can. It has been a great episode. So here's the deal, guys. August 31st, Hot Dude Con, Orlando, Florida. It is 100% free. All you got to do is get on a talk with me on Skype. Send me an email. I got to see you. I got to make sure you're not a weirdo. You can come on down to Hot Dude Con. I'm getting on an airplane in approximately 16 hours from now, flying across the Pacific and touching down on the eastern coastline of the great nation that is the United States of America. Me and the Hot Dude Passport, we're going over to see Star Wars Galaxy Edge attraction. Going to see Mama MLD. Going to eat some lobster, and I'm going to try my best to do some shows while I'm over there. No promises, but I'm going to do my best. But for those guys who are in Body Language Mastery, you get nonstop access to me via the Facebook group. You guys are in Charlie's Telegram chat. You get access to me as well. That being said, guys, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all for listening. Bring extra memes along for the flight. I shall. And until then, boys, we will catch you on the next episode. Ideally, it will be Monday. Let's see what happens. Until then, I'll catch you next time.